Anyway, I don't know. Actually, I was gonna say I don't know what to expect from this game. I wouldn't know what to expect from this game if I hadn't accidentally looked at who won. But I will cast from a unknowing point of view as best I can.
Try to pretend.
Yeah.
In Dutch we have a saying like you try to pretend that your nose bleeds, which just means pretending to be dumb. So let's do that.
Okay. What is the phrase in Dutch?
Yeah, pretend that your nose is bleeding.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I have no idea where I come from. But anyway, let's look at like the immediate thing that stands out for me is Rack on his like as his iconic Nidalee, the Rack 96 on his Nidalee against an Azreal. My prediction is that he's going to get bullied. I don't know what you think.
I'm not sure. I mean, the Ahri would suggest it's a bit more even, but I'm not 100% sure. I can't say I've played against Nidalee mid too many times on Azreal. I mean, like obviously, it's very, very hard to hit spears through minions. I don't actually know Nidalee's kit that well because I see her once every 700 games.
Fair, fair.
But at least with the Ignite, I guess he's looking to play quite aggressively. And what I can tell you is that normally Azreal is quite good into most assassins except like Zed, and I think Kiana is the other pretty bad one. I've kind of know. But most other assassins he does pretty well into.
Yeah, but Rack can play nearly like anything really. Bruiser, assassin, mage. He hasn't pulled out the AD carry in the but maybe this season.
The crit, we're waiting on it.
Yeah, this is what I meant, but that is just forcing trades.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, that's a really, really bad phrase.
Oh my god. The font is going really, really aggressive.
Get him, Finn, get him!
He does not care. It might be a solo kill. He's got his little, I don't even know what that is, so raptor thing back up. This is definitely going to be Scarl, that's his name.
Hey, let's go.
First blood for Fonzie. But Rickmark is here to answer on the other side of the map. Davis, his auto attack is cancelled, but Westy is going to pay the price for this gang. Rickmark saving his life with a flash to get away.
I don't think he needed to flash that.
Yeah. Don't have that much damage early. Oops. I think once Azreal gets his Rylai's, this will probably become a lot easier. But until that point, he'll probably struggle a little bit. I mean, he did go for E-Start, which I really, really hate.
Yeah, like, this Q is just way better than every single aspect. You do not want to face things like that. He's even such a because she heals. Yeah.
That is one thing actually that sounds really hard. That's the stage you haven't laid.
I'm wondering what. Can you click on the elite, seeing what she maxes first? I'm really interested.
Yeah, I can.
Oh, Q. Okay.
Q.
The thing also is that if Azreal starts mouth breathing on Nidalee, she can just Q him and turn into a Kit Kat and hurt him for extra damage.
Is that how that works? Like the trap and the Q mark you, right? And then...
Yeah, and then your Cooper form resets if it was cooldown. And your Q deals extra damage and your W resets if you jump on them.
The Q skill is caught out. Let's use the flash to get away. Choji is having an absolute nightmare in middle.
Why is Davis their top side for minutes? Oh lord!
The Azreal flash gonna get burned. Tyler is gonna get caught out by Westy's E. Doesn't have to burn any sims, just walk away.
Never punished.
What is going on in this template, man?
I told you my fancy does not give a fuck. He just does what he wants, bro.
Let's see. He's getting caught by the deadly first. How did that even miss?
I'll hit. Huh?
What?
I basically got scammed, man.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not giving. Yeah. Cute.
That's a lot of damage from the Ezreal though. I wish I could see what I was gonna say what. God, my brain is so painful.
Take your time.
I wish I could see full runes for like champs in the replay system, because I really want to see if Ezreal went Scorch or Gathering Storm. Oh, Rocket's level 6. Not that that means anything for Nidalee. That's so much damage. One more auto attack. Oh my god. I mean, the advantage Rack has is that you know, nobody has like any idea how Nidalee is supposed to play mid. Puck coming in from Davis. Riftmark is here. It's a big fourth shot from Vince. Oswald next on the menu. The bandage toss is going to land. The barrier might just be enough to keep him alive. The second bandage toss. He is going to fall, and big advantage Havoc.
I feel like Caitlyn should not have died there.
Yeah, I feel like she could have just kept walking. Yeah.
Like she was just collateral damage for no reason. Sometimes you just have to cut your losses and just walk away. How about we look at top lane? We haven't seen top lane for a while. You see, that's pretty even, except for the, you know, the 2 kills with Kled. He's certainly fishing for it with the bear trap on the rope.
Messi finds an engaging bot, but Davis is just so tanky, he's going to pull him back in. Unfortunately, the Jhin champion is stuck in his reload animation. No, Fonzie does not care. He's going in.
He probably has passive, so he really doesn't give a fuck. Come on, Jordan. Shoot. Shoot.
Oh, the deadly flourish lands the flash forward, and the hook is going to be enough. Wesley's sacrificing his ADC.
Did he just Q a minion?
It's gonna be another
Oh my god, massacre!
It's gonna be another 2 kills for the T4T bot lane. The Aurelion Sol. It's gonna be a 3 for 2.
Less than stellar.
Gets caught by the bandage toss, and it's
like,
gonna
hey
be a 4
hey guys, I'm
for 2.
Let me die too!
I think we're seeing a case of top lane in this game.
Top influence. Oh no, man.
Oh, they're just on it, bro. They're so consistently like making sure that they're losing more than they need to.
Okay, we back in a bit late.
They have a big scaling advantage in the Ezreal.
I mean, Ezreal will scale eventually.
Yeah. I'm gonna stack check on him.
Do you frequent Reddit at all? There was a post
time
about
to time.
there was a post about like winning and times, and apparently Ezreal is like the most scaling champion in the game, and not kill. Yeah.
I would have thought it was Smolder.
No, apparently it's Ezreal. It was like Ezreal smaller than someone else. Meanwhile, Fonzie killing his lane opponent 1 versus 1.
Oh!
Riftmark's here, missing bandage toss. What will Fonzie do?
Oh, Fonzie is going so crazy this game, but he's gonna fall.
Tantrum.
And Judy, he just about gets away. Davis is here. What on earth just happened? The deadly flourish gonna keep him in place long enough for the Nautilus to come in.
Nautilus. I guess the sun dies now. Yep.
The 4th shot from Whisper. It's going to be enough. Kuskio next on the menu. Don't worry, guys. I'll help you get to the graveyard.
Nice hook, Davis. Everyone saw that on stream.
This Kled is in a little bit of trouble. Riftmark is here.
Oh, nice
Bandage Tosh lands on a minion.
Imitating my dodge.
Oh!
Oh!
He's gonna catch him out with the Curse of the Sad Mummy. And Fonzie.
Almost
Scarl
yeah,
just about is back. He's gonna go for the 1v2. The Wukong just about. And Crow's gonna die. Fonzie is going crazy, but it just doesn't matter.
Roman, who is this top laner? He has no regard for his or anyone else's safety. I respect it, honestly.
True, he's a complete sociopath. He just doesn't care what happens.
He just wants to brawl.
Yeah.
And, you know, I respect that, especially if it's top laner, you know. God,
this is Nidalee damage. The dredge line is gonna land.
Yeah.
Westy's gonna engage through. Time Gear, really nice dodge on the solar flare. Westy, I think, should be able to escape. Mercutio is here to try and do something about this Nidalee.
Why did you W so early?
Racket's actually going to look for the 1v2. The Ignite goes down onto Mercutio. Dashes away from the Breath of Light. He's going to be able to finish him off, and he's going to go for the second. Junie G having to run for his life. The heal's going to come in. I don't know if he's going to be able to 1v2. Not quite.
Yeah, this is definitely where the level advantage came in. Also, did you know that Nidalee's heal has an execute, sort of? The lower you are, the more heals.
A reverse execute.
Four!
Could be a very sad monkey
Multi-diving?
in his tower. Fonzie juggling the tower aggro with his passive. Dismount comes through. So much pressure Crow is under right now.
I think he's fine.
Mercutio is here.
Oh, see him.
Steadfast Presence is procced. Pushing him, pushing the clone straight into the wall. Fonzie's going to pick up the kill. Westy on the other end is going to fall. I don't know what is going on down there. Riftmark was actually there. Didn't actually, I don't think he got an assist for that, but he was there.
I mean, credit to Jordan. His support is 5 deaths.
And Nidalee's just gonna dive him under tower!
That was so much damage. I guess the Lich Bane really worked out there, huh?
Yeah, just the pounce into the swipe just took away like 60% of his HP.
Yeah, like 6 damage. What the fuck?
I think the Q is the execute, right? And then the E is like the AoE swipe in
Yeah,
front
E
of
is
it.
just AoE damage in front of you.
Yeah.
No strings attached. Nidalee's kit's kind of simple if you read it.
Yeah.
She's one of the hardest champions to master though. I see the
Poppy.
Rift Tower being pinged.
Looking towards top lane.
Dude, what are you doing? You won't win this. I mean, he probably could. He has a close.
Bandage Toss does land. Doesn't have that set process available. The Curse of the Sad Mummy as well. And the Keeper's Verdict. Not enough. Not charged up for long enough to get them away. And
The tears were just too heavy.
looking towards this Rift Herald. UEG does have Disguise Ascend available.
Yeah, but does he do damage?
No.
He's going for Relies, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of have to go Relies first in most games.
And you're the ASO expert. I'm just a poser.
I think I'm gonna have to hold that thought. If Dreadline lands onto Fonzie, and Nautilus ult just about gets away with his life. Anyway, on the point of ASO, I think he's actually I think generally speaking, he's quite like a misunderstood champion in a lot of senses. But I think it's mostly to do with like his like power curve, if that makes sense. Because the champion does not have a weak laning phase at all. I'm gonna have to hold that thought again. Oswald just hoping that one of the traps lands, and Crow is gonna go in with the Cyclone. The Sky's Ascend is going to come down. The T4T bot lane
Ace in the hole. Bam. Execute.
meets their end.
650 gold in Caitlyn's pocket. I think like the weakest thing with Ace also just is mid game, because you're just like in like limbo between your stacks and your items.
Yeah, you're not. I mean, I think he scales like a lot better with his stacks than he does with items. But he's I think the one really important one is the Rylai's, and after that, like I think something I find quite like problematic about the way Ace plays is like how far behind you can be with gold and XP. But if you're stacking well, it doesn't really matter. But I suppose that is also like a skill curve in itself, right?
I mean, also for the enemy.
Yeah.
Oh, Rack gets caught.
I think
Seen it play.
Rack, surely now he falls. The E healing is just so insane. He's gonna dive straight back in!
That is a man that knows his limits on that champion.
Yeah.
You have to admit. That was really impressive.
And the Curse of the Sand Mummy's gonna come out. It's gonna hit 2. This looks like a really great fight for T4T, but Kled is going to come in, and the Jhin is in a whole world of hurt. GGEL. Next target is Crow, who I'm not sure if they quite have damage for. The Dredge Line lands onto Mercusio, trying to get away with the sliver of HP, and T4T, their entire team's HP bar is so low, everyone trying to get out.
I believe Kled turned this.
The first pick. This Kled is going insane.
You know, maybe top has influence after all, guys. Uh-oh. Okay, good. I saw Doom in his future right there.
I saw his entire HP bar disappearing.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Okay. Ooh, okay, it's the tail. The tail is not real. Johnny, fly! No! My child, why didn't you fly? We're made to fly.
It's so funny seeing the Poppy go a really offensive eclipse straight into Merc Treads and Megatron Blink.
I mean, Callum, where's the lethality Poppy, man? You gotta commit.
I remember Dark Harvest Duskblade Poppy back when Mythics were a thing.
Don't talk about Duskblade. Like, you just unlocked like a core memory that I don't want to unlock. So that's going back to like into the box, you know. You see Finn and Crow battling out. Crow spinning to win, but it's enough to
he's gonna get pulled back. The bandage toss not quite in range. Ezreal looks like good stacks based on the size of the E. I can have a check quickly. He is at, if I tab back in, 176, which is actually a little bit below what you probably want at this point in the game.
It's okay, I guess.
Yeah, it's fine.
Especially considering what state the game for.
Yeah, I think given the state of enemy mid, it's fine.
Like a farming phase, you see?
We just have this with UNL. It's just chaos and chaos and chaos and then just silence. As I say that, Kled ult goes down into mid lane. GGEL really want this fight. The solar flares go land. This is going to be a huge... He pushed the Amumu into his whole team. And Rack is going insane off the backline. Ezreal just about manages to escape with his life. Mercusio tries to do the same, but the spear in combination with that fourth shot. Rack isn't finished yet. He wants this last kill.
He's going in. Oh, no, bro.
What on earth just happened?
Huh?
I'm so confused.
Bro, did you DC? Oh.
We've had such a weird set of games today. I've noticed. Like the game's just really strange. Not necessarily the first one, but the last one and this one especially.
The last game was really just the fight never stopped. It just moved.
Yeah.
It's like a fucking hurricane.
I mean, I guess the Seraph second is good because you need it for defense against Nidalee, but I feel like she's one-shotting you through it anyway. I feel like the skipping out on the Leandries is not ideal. I mean, Leandries gives you as much HP as you would have with Seraphs, right? Maybe a little bit less.
At least I didn't pay attention to it.
I don't know how much shield Seraphs gives. I know it scales at mana. The Ezreal also doesn't build middle mana, I think.
Honestly, he's 3 levels ahead, 2 levels ahead. Fuck you, game. 2 levels ahead of Wukong. Pretty huge. 50 CS diff as well.
Don't know how much it's going to matter though. There's a very fed Jhin, very fed Nidalee, and very fed Amumu. We haven't escaped the Amumu for today. I thought we were going to go today without getting it, but no.
I mean, right? Just don't nerf him, man. Guy's easy mode.
Will Fonzie look for a dive?
I mean, I think Crow's looking for to get dove. We see something happening up top. Nah, never mind. Just some extra wave clear. And how cool would it be if he solo ultimately and it missed? This is a bit of a random bear, and I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I guess they can, because like the only fed character on GGEL's team is bottom.
Yeah. And the Sky's Ascent is available. He's going to use it. It's a solo ulti only onto the Amumu. Curtain Call comes out. This fight looks really, really dangerous for T4T. Time Gear. The Q-taps just keeping it in place. The flash will just about not get him out. Rack might be able to turn this fight on his own. He is that strong. It's a lot of damage onto the Ezreal. Zenith Blade goes wide. Wukong is going in. He's going to find a kill onto the Ezreal. Rack being held in a CC chain. Crow's going to get so much damage from this Nidalee. They're going to turn the 2v2.
It's a huge heal. EQ, damn. Yeah, that's fine.
And Havoc. A huge fight for them.
It looked really good for GGEL too. But where did Westy come from? Because he was suddenly there and then he was away from the fight and he came back. What happened there? Was he snacking on some fruit?
I think this game is escaping their grasps a bit now, GGEL.
Yeah, snatching defeat from the jaws of victory. Simple term. Gotta say, this Nidalee mid has been absolutely killing it. Question, do you think they're gonna get this dragon or are they gonna contest it? I think Makuskio is different.
They're gonna go in, but they're not going to find it. Makuskio going to be the victim of that indiscretion.
This is like a perfect example of like your team not being on one line. Like, either the play is fine technically if you all commit to it, and this is where like Jordan, Westy, and like Johnny were like, give it up, and Callum was like, no.
Westy locked up and very, very dead. Oswald just about escaping with his life. The ace in the hole is going to come through. Rack trying to escape with his life, but Havoc have a lot to gain here. The bandit shot's going to come down, the deadly flourish as well, just to keep Fonzie in place. And he's so far ahead, but it just doesn't matter. because of how far behind his team is.
It was 6-1 at one point. Sorry.
You've awoken something deep inside me.
Wreck is full HP again. That healing is crazy. Now we see a trap. Yeah, Jordan's walking straight into the bandit stock, into a spear.
Damage. Nidalee now
Into
11, 1 and 7, 20 Metroid stacks.
Devs is gonna ult the Aurelion Sol. Hit.
Oh, gets caught out the back. Oh my god! What is that damage?
That was a hook, line, and sinker. Literally. Get him, Finn, get him. Beat his ass up. Yeah, you see him two-sided with bear trap in the rope? Knock him down with a W, I don't know the name. Yeah, Finn, he can't beat you. Show him his real, show him what's up. Yeah, beat his ass.
The
Bam.
whole game just basically stomping Crow personally, but his team is just so far behind that it doesn't even matter. Westy going to go in with the Zenith Blade. It's a huge curse of the Sad Mummy onto the backline though. Riftmark is handling an incredible game. Fonzie trying to go in and salvage something. There might be something in this fight for GGEL. Jhin is doing absolutely zero damage. Davis, the final victim. It's an ace for GGEL.
Can we see the turnaround? Oh, they lost both towers. Oh, that's kinda cringe. If you don't have towers, that just changes the way you need to play the game so much. It's so frustrating. How much stacks does Ezreal now?
327.
Yeah, that's good, right?
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, come on, Finn, go in. Go in, you know you want to. Never disappoint. Do you want to know a cool fact about Finn, Ben?
Yeah.
After this game, he moved to Indonesia to become an OnlyFans porn star.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't know that? Like, he got a child, like in Scotland, from some lassie child, and then he was like, oh hell no, so he ran away to Indonesia.
I see.
We see Dab is fishing for a hook, but it misses. Unfortunate. It does kind of feel like the final push for GGEL. Kind of like the army of doom is marching on the doorstep, and with no towers, are they fit to the... Oh, curtains open. He feels the flash, feels the
Oh, the Ezreal ulti going to catch out too, but there's just no damage coming in. Riftmark with the curse of the Sad Mummy. Oh, it was a clone. Sorry. And all of GGEL
double kill, chip kill,
are going to fall back with the pentakill, finishing with 18 kills, and Havoc take Game 3.